Beauty Beach, Episode 2 Rude Awakening. Hi again. Sorry I cut the recording earlier. I didn't think of how hard it would be to rehash all of these memories. To say that the last 2 years were hard for us would be an understatement. The day we arrived on this damn beach is still a little blurry. I barely remembered how I got into the water in the first place. I remember vividly the horror of realizing that Lucy had outed me in front of the boy I had been in love with for over a decade. It angered me that she took away my choice of telling him, if I had that intention myself. Who does that? Yeah, Lucy did that. I remember the smell of the air. It was pure. I've only been to a beach once. This was better. I remember my head was hurting. I felt dizzy. Maybe because I was thrown overboard by my best friend. It was my first thought. Was Alex okay? My body ached, but I managed to get up. I saw with relief that my sister Melissa and friend Vanessa were okay and awake. The sun was in my eye as I searched for Alex. This is when I saw him, being carried in a handmade carrier. He was not awake. I ran to him. A woman I have never seen before stopped me and told me they were doing everything they can. I was beside myself. People I've never seen before were carrying my friend God knows where. The woman turned to me and tried to reach to my head. Guess I was bleeding. I brushed her off. She told me I should sit down, that I might have a concussion. All I wanted to do was follow him. Vanessa came to me, and the woman that was trying to help me turned white. She knew her. Vanessa did not seem to remember her. She told us her name was Diana, and she knew Vanessa's parents. I had a feeling there was more to this story, but I was so worried about Alex. Melissa and Kyle came and joined the group. That is when Diana told us where we were. I didn't believe a word that was coming out of her mouth. What she was saying made no sense. I was not the only one that didn't believe her. She explained that every time people arrived, she would explain they would not believe, and then they would slowly realize that the horrible thing she was saying was true. I thought she was a madwoman. The other people that was with her patched us up. She kept looking at Vanessa. It was almost creepy. Diana told us we and another boy were the only survivors on the boat crash. I had looked around and could not figure out who the guy was. Vanessa asked a question. Did they find a girl called Lucy? I'm not a bad person. I hated her, but did not wish her dead. Well, not at that moment. Diana approached another man and asked, and the answer was no. Diana explained she might have drowned before being sucked into this beach. So as we were walking along with Diana, Vanessa and I went over what she had said earlier. We were stranded here, and for centuries nobody has ever been able to leave this place. It made no sense to us. Where could we possibly be that was not reachable by boat or plane? We got there, surely we can go back. But my head was not in the mood to figure out where we were. I wanted to know where Alex was. Can this forsaken beach have the resources to help him? All I can see in my mind was how pale and lifeless he looked. Before entering the village, Diana stopped and looked at Vanessa. She told her that she had no way to prepare her for what she was about to witness. Boy, was that an understatement of the year. Ugh, my sister needs my help with something. I'll be right back. Yeah, so Vanessa was going to have the shock of her life. I did tell you that she came to live with me and Melissa when she was about 6 after her dad a high ranking Navy officer, had died at sea. Vanessa still had nightmares about the night she found out he had died. The details about how he died were never known to us, only that an unexpected storm had destroyed the ship he was on. When we entered the village, the man that was standing in front of us was almost as shocked than Vanessa. All we heard her say before she fainted was, "Daddy?" I was speechless. Had he faked his death? Why? It has been 10 years and he's never contacted her or her mother. I was a little upset about that, but it wasn't my place. All I wanted to do was see Alex. After they had settled Vanessa, Diana told me that Alex had suffered a very important head injury and was in a coma. She said they had limited resources and they hoped he would heal on his own. I was so pissed and angry. You hope he will snap out of a coma without medical assistance? Vanessa's father approached me and offered to bring me to him. It was a good 20 minutes walk. We arrived in a place that looked like a cave. Well, it was a cave. Another girl was there washing Alex's face. He was laying down on a rock bed. He was lifeless. Vanessa's father explained to me that these caves had healing properties. Obviously, I didn't believe him at all. Just when I thought I could not be more shocked, the girl in the cave referenced to him as her father. Boy, will Vanessa be pissed, is what I remembered saying at the time. To be continued.